Hi all. Gonna share something today because it's something that probably I don't know if many of you know about. Some people do, some people don't. But it's the time of season for nasty nasal nose dripping and stuffy noses and sinus stuff. So I'm gonna share this. It's something that I've used and it works for me. And I'm not, consult your doctor first, I guess. But I'm not a doctor and I'm not telling you, if you have a sinus infection, definitely go see your doctor and get some medication. But if you just kind of have a stuffy nose and whatnot, then this thing is great. It's called the Netty Pot. And I realized when I was telling my kids, because they were complaining about their nose and because it's the season for stuffy nose and colds, and well, my nose, it's stuffed and da. So I'm like, we'll go use the Netty Pot. And they're like, what's a Netty Pot? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm your mom. I've used it. You should know. No, you don't know what a neti pot is? Okay. So I had to sit down and read, showed them and read the directions and showed them how to use it. And they're like, oh, wow, this is great. And I told a friend and they're like, what's a neti pot? So I'm doing this so that if it helps you, great. Some people like it, some people don't. So this is what it is, and I don't know how if you're following me, I'm not the greatest at mechanical stuff, so I don't know how to switch the video around from selfie ways, which I never do, to the other ways. So bear with me. Anyway, so I got this one a couple of years ago. I think I got it, but it's a neti pot. There's different kinds, different brands. I just happened to get this one. And it works great. It's kind of see-through. So it comes in a box and it's got little packet things if you can use with it. But this is what it looks like. It looks like a little genie cup. Oh, it's so cute. Don't rub it. A genie won't pop out. But so you get it, and it comes with like little packets of like kind of like salty stuff that you can use to put in it. You don't have to. It suggests that you use like distilled water. I'm lazy and I don't get distilled water or boil my water. But if you get one, read the directions and use your own discretion. And I would suggest using how the directions apply. But so you get this thing. Now this is going to be a little difficult, but bear with me. So usually the little packets, I'll show you the little packets. I'm not going to use one because I don't have a cold. But you can still use it even if you don't have a cold. Hold on, that's the directions. See the directions? They're folded up. I made my kids sit and they read the whole outside of the box, like all that side and all that side, because make sure you read what you're going to be using or consuming. It's always a good idea. And then the directions, and I made them read over the directions, and then I demonstrated for them, and then they did it themselves. And oh yeah, their noses were way clogged up, and then they got better. And they were like, wow, Mom, why didn't you tell me about this earlier? And I'm like, oh, because apparently I'm a bad mom. Who knew? Okay, so you get your little thing. Oh, I was going to show you. Wow. Can you tell I'm a little ADD? Okay, so here's the little packets. Come on, it's not going to focus. I'll read it to you then. It's Sinus Cleanse, or Sinu Cleanse. That's this brand. Active ingredients, sodium bicarbonate and sodium chloride. Inactive ingredients are none. So it's just a little packet of like little salt stuff. You pour it in here, and then you add your water. And the directions for this say, if you're a first-time user, just use half the packet. And you fill it up to halfway where this indentation is. So I just use my tap water because I have fairly good water. I drink it. So you want to make sure that it's not going to be too hot. And you want it warm because that's what helps, for me, That's what helps get your nasal stuff all done. So you fill it up just about halfway. Turn the water off. Now it's gonna look a little weird, but bear with me. So, depending on which nostril you do. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it up to your nostril. You're going to level your head down, and so that your nose is right above your sink. And it will drain out, although I should do it this way because I'm holding the phone. So this is how it works. You put your head down and you tilt your head, and you want to make sure it's at a good angle so that your the stuff doesn't go down your throat, but that it'll run out of the other nostril and into your sink. So you put it up to your nose, like so. You don't have to shove it in your nose. Don't do that. My kids tried doing that. I'll tell you another story about what my kid did. So you put it in your nose, or up to your nose, and you tilt your head, and you just pour it, and you breathe through your mouth, and it rinses, and it comes out. As you can tell, it's coming out quite nicely out of my other nostril, because I am not stuffed up. I don't have any gunky, yucky stuff up in there. And then when you're done, sorry, you might think that's a little gross, but it's just water right now, because I don't have anything in there, as you can tell, because it came running out. You get a tissue, and you just gently blow. Now, you're not supposed to swallow any of it. If it goes down your throat, which it did right at the end, because I was trying to talk and do it at the same time. If it's going down your throat, you got to reposition your head and breathe properly through your mouth. Kind of like when you turn into a mouth breather. Don't breathe through your nose. But then, it's good. And it feels a little weird. And some people don't like it because when you go swimming and you get water going up your nose, you're like, oh, that hurts and stings. It feels a little weird. But it gets the job done, and it gets it out. And my kids were so happy. So that is my little demonstration of the happy what? But don't do it with little ones. And that's probably why my bigger kids, I'm talking about my bigger kids, that I did this with them. That they didn't know about it, because I don't do it with the little kids, because you have to be understand your body and how your body's positioned, and it feels weird up in your nasals. But the Netty Pot, great for colds, sinuses, allergies. If you've been working out in the garden or doing construction and you got nasty stuff up in there, Netty Pot. It's great. Okay. Thanks. Bye.